Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative Headline News. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. A message from the Kamla Prasad Bisasa administration. Tomorrow, which of course is today, as thousands of children return to classrooms for the new academic year, Trinidad and Tobago also joins the world in celebrating International Literacy Day under the theme Promoting Literacy in the Digital Era. This wonderful coincidence reminds us that literacy is the very key that opens the doors of learning, opportunity, and hope. To every child entering school, know that your education is your greatest power. Every book you read, every lesson you learn, and every assignment you complete brings you closer to your dreams, to accomplishing your dreams, people. Literacy is not only about reading and writing, it's the key that unlocks confidence, creativity, and opportunity in a world transformed by technology. Your government has been working tirelessly to ensure schools are ready, safe, and welcoming. Our school repair program has been ongoing, so classrooms are fit for learning. We have also introduced strong anti-bullying measures at high-risk schools because no child should feel unsafe or silenced in their pursuit of knowledge. Wonderful. Alongside these efforts, we continue to equip our schools with the tools of the future, including books, laptops, internet access, and digital resources, so that every child, regardless of their circumstances, can thrive. They can achieve their goals, people. Throughout my many decades of public life, this is Kamla Prasad Bisasa speaking, I have consistently prioritized children at the heart of national development. I've said this umpteen times in my news reports that since back in the 1990s, when she was Minister of Education, she has always shown a specific love, a special love for the children of Trinidad and Tobago and desired them to obtain their education. From pioneering the laptop program to establishing the Ministry of Artificial Intelligence and Digital Development, my vision has been and remains to ensure that no child is left behind, especially in the digital age. As we mark International Literacy Day and the start of this new academic year, I extend my very best wishes to all our children and urge you to embrace learning with joy and courage. To our teachers, principals, and parents, I extend my gratitude for your love, guidance, and sacrifices. Together as one nation, let us remember that it truly takes a village to raise a child. That was the long time way, and that was the correct way. Let us commit to raising a generation that reads, learns, dreams, and achieves, so that our future is bright and our people continue to progress. Wonderful message from our Prime Minister, we the people's Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamla Prasad Bisasa. No more overheating phones. Cool your phones in seconds. Prevents damage to phones and battery issues. Better gaming experience and streaming. USB powered and fast charging. Lightweight and quiet. Ideal for kids and adults. Works with all smartphones. Makes a great gift. Enjoy free island-wide delivery. Call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. Regional news from Guyana. Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali has officially taken the oath of office. That was yesterday, Sunday, for his second term as the 9th executive president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. The oath was administered by Acting Chancellor of the Judiciary, Justice Roxanne George, before thousands of guests, including regional leaders, diplomats, and dignitaries, gathered at State House for the inauguration ceremony. Congratulations to President Irfan Ali, and once again, congratulations to the people of Guyana for making the right choice. President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali revealed that the Council for Legal Education, CLE, has granted Guyana approval to establish its own law school, a breakthrough that will allow hundreds of aspiring lawyers to qualify as attorneys at law without leaving their country. For decades, Guyanese law graduates were required to pursue professional legal training abroad, often at great financial and logistical cost. Development, I'm telling you, continues at an exponential rate in Guyana under Irfan Ali's leadership. After taking the oath of office for a second term, President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali declared that the next 5 years will define Guyana's destiny as they head towards first world status. It's going to take a lot of time, people, but they're heading towards that direction. Addressing thousands gathered at State House on Sunday, from regional leaders and foreign dignitaries to citizens eager for direction, Ali proclaimed, "It's only by standing as one people, united in purpose, that we can rise to meet the magnitude of what lies ahead." And as I keep saying over and over again, just like with the Kamala Persad administration here in Trinidad and Tobago, Irfan Ali has proven himself to be a leader who serves all the peoples, including the indigenous people of Guyana. You won't be disappointed with this one. Look and feel great every day. Painless trimming with no pulling of hair guaranteed. Comfortable to hold and lightweight. Intelligent anti-pinch system. Safety travel lock. Accurate and painless trimming. Durability 100% quality. Fast charging. To place an order, call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. Some news from Jamaica now. We have all heard the analogies about Caribbean people and its culture. A compendium, mixed fruit salad, potpourri, melting pot, and we dare say all of them are true. Add vibrancy, warmth, a riot of colors, explosion of flavors, range of lingual expressions, a lot of dialects. This region has it all, especially here in Trinidad. These nuances and all other analogies, if we may, were at crescendo at the recently concluded CARIFest 15 in Barbados. From August 22nd to the 30th, Bimshire came alive as it became home to the cultural showcase of the region. The arts, music, fashion, food, literature, films, in-depth discussions lifted the vibrancy of the island. It was a potpourri indeed. Island Grill. Island Grill has now 18 stores. This is Jamaica still we're speaking about here. Has 18 stores in its portfolio, but plans to ramp up those numbers to at least 25 within 4 years. A project in which it will invest about $10 million to $14 million. The company has a solid footing in the fast food chicken market, having distinguished itself as a purveyor of grilled chicken and heavy-hitting fried chicken rivals KFC and Popeyes, and a host of other fast food chains. Makes me feel as though I could go across there and try it, but taste it and see. Some more news from Jamaica. Jamaica has carved out a strong record in the men's long jump at the global level. TJ Gale struck gold at the 2019 Doha World Championships and claimed bronze in Budapest 2 years ago, laying the foundation for the nation's success. Wayne Pinnock added to the tally with silver in Budapest and at last year's Paris Olympic Games. At the Tokyo World Championships, however, Pinnock will be missing. That leaves Gale and Carrie McLeod to lead the fight, with senior NACAC champion Nikolai Williams making his world championship debut. I wish them all the best. Now for some travel news, from caves to coral reefs, this is how you can discover the wild side of Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos may be famed for its luxurious resorts, but its truest treasures lie in the reefs, caves, and secluded coves. It's a beautiful, delicate ecosystem, and every visitor has a role to play in its protection. Best known for its white sand beaches, beautiful, kaleidoscope reefs, and luxury resorts, Turks and Caicos offers the sort of barefoot glamour that draws honeymooners, divers, and escapists alike. But beneath the surface lies a more complex reality, one of fragile ecosystems and quiet urgency. And that, of course, goes back to the statement that was made where everyone has to play a role in its protection, the protection of the natural habitat of the wildlife in those places. But definitely, once again, that's another place that I would love to visit in the future if God tarries. Beyond New York's concrete jungle, the Finger Lakes invite you to get active. Hike trails, spot rare white deer. That is definitely, I wonder if I've ever seen that, but white deer. And explore historic sites. Then refuel with bold local flavors in towns like Syracuse and Ithaca, where barbecue joints, noodle bars, and craft breweries showcase the region's culinary range. While the bright lights and skyscrapers of the eponymous metropolis often come to mind when picturing New York, New York City, once you step beyond the 5 boroughs, the state is often overlooked for its diversity of magical scenery, rivaling much bigger states out in the West. The Empire State, the only one in the country with both Atlantic and Great Lake coastline, also comes equipped with 3 majestic mountain ranges, countless enchanting verdant forests, and perhaps its most underrated treasure among its endless captivating bodies of water, the Finger Lakes. Etched into the terrain over eons of glacial activity, this corner of New York doesn't just promise a wealth of adventures in nature among 4 distinctively beautiful seasons, lively cities, and some fascinating historical twists are also yours to discover. So people, you see, a lot of the times when we here in the Caribbean especially think about going to visit New York, we all want to experience what it is to be in the Big Apple, in the city. But there's so much more to explore when you go to visit places like that, states in America like that. Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news headlines. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay blessed and stay safe most of all. In Jesus' name.